Welcome to The Way Home with Laura Smith, the show that brings you wonderful guests, helpful advice, and uplifting stories. The Way Home. Live inspired. Here's your host, Laura Smith.
Well, you know, if you've listened to my program for the last 7 years or so, you probably know that I love all topics that are holistic, natural, and with tips for living and also wonderful modalities of healing. I'm just crazy about that. I'm also crazy about art and writing and film and so much more. I'm basically interested in all aspects of life and all aspects of people. And since moving back to the Midwest, I have met some really outstanding human beings that not only have I been able to participate in whatever their gift of healing is, but I've gotten to know them as friends. And Dr. Sloan Samulski is one of them. And she has really literally walked into my life, or I walked into hers, or she heard me on the radio and we connected somehow, and have become lifelong friends in just a matter of a few months. Isn't it funny how those things work? I'm very excited to have her on today. Not only does she have a new location for her incredible Weston Holistic, which we're going to talk all about what she does at the new place and how she heals in that way. But we're going to talk about her latest book, and you can actually go hear her read it in person at Fables Books in Goshen this coming weekend. So without further ado, my dear friend, Dr. Sloan.
Hi, Laura. Thank you so much. What a wonderful, wonderful greeting. I appreciate that. Always fun to spend time with you, no matter what we do.
Well, this is now your second time on the radio. And I think a lot of people not only enjoyed hearing you speak and what you had to say, but they were moved to want to come see you and also, have a session with you and experience what I was trying to tell them that I experienced by coming to see you at Weston Holistic, which is just a most beautiful place. Now, what I did in introducing you there, I didn't give the actual your credentialed title, I should say. And I want to do that simply because I want people to understand how not only gifted you are, but how professional and how many years of experience you have. You are a PhD, a doctor of acupuncture, a licensed massage therapist, a certified naturopathic holistic practitioner, and a certified health counselor. So Dr. Sloan, you cover, and that's above and beyond all the writing that you do of your beautiful, very heartfelt children's books, which we will get into in a little bit. But I want to talk about the fact that you have moved your incredible practice that was in Napanee over the past few years, and now you have moved to South Bend. And my, oh my, I just had a glorious experience of seeing your new space, which is like walking into I have never been to a more serene and healing atmosphere of love and serenity as I have in walking into Weston Holistic. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I had so much fun. I thought moving was going to be difficult. It's about probably 45 minutes from my old place, but all of my patients have followed me. So it's really been a blessing.
Yes, because that's the testament to you. There are a lot of people, well, not actually, but there are some people who do what you do. I really haven't met anyone who has done the cadre of things that you do all together. I mean, all of these different modalities, but I understand why they're following you because there is something very unique about you, and having a session with you is something that it feels life-changing and health-changing. And so you can't just find that everywhere, even if people have maybe your same degrees or your same things. You have this incredible intuitive touch that is just remarkable. And I cannot recommend it highly enough for whatever you might be feeling. It's not just regular massage, and you come out of it feeling like you just had the best massage of your life. But it's so much more. You do almost like this healing that goes way to the depths of where people's issues are happening. And it's very uncanny the way you are able to almost pick that out without them even telling you, even though you ask them. How is that? What is that all about?
Well, I do a lot of craniosacral therapy. I do myofascial release. I kind of intermingle the different modalities depending on what's needed for the particular session. So sometimes people will tell me exactly what's going on, but it could be something else underlying. And so I like to listen to them and address what they're asking, but I'd prefer to get to what's causing the symptom that they're feeling. And if I can relieve that. So sometimes people would say, I have tingling in my fingers and I have this neuropathy. I feel like I can't feel anything. Well, I'm not going to just go to the hand. I'm going to go to the source, which is particularly, it could be the medial or the ulnar nerve. I'm going to go directly to that, and which
Where
is
is that?
It's way up in the shoulder. It's way up in the shoulder. So that's where we tend to, on a daily basis, carry all of that tension that we put on ourselves, which is not us. So we like to take care of all the world's problems right on our shoulders, but it's not our job. So it's easy to go there and just release it. And then all of a sudden the tingling goes away and the person feels better and they have no idea how it happened and they don't need to worry about it. And I don't either. It's all gone. So,
and I can attest to this. I am not kidding. I have gone in there several times now with varying things, and it really is such a unique experience because you're not just going, like you said, you're not just going directly to that spot, but you have this, I have a comfort in knowing you seem to have a very deep understanding of anatomy and the inside, what's going on the inside of the human body and what is different places that might be affecting other places within your body. You seem to have that down pat. And it's so interesting, but I have learned to just relax into it as you do your work, because inevitably, whatever it is that I've brought to you, whether I'm, feeling an ache or a pain, or I'm feeling a sense of malaise, or I'm feeling some arthritis, or whatever it is, you seem to have a much deeper understanding of what might be causing that, or, how you can get to that. And I have often left there with literally walking in one way and feeling something crazy or even limping or whatever, and walking out a different person. And it's so unique, but I learn while I'm in there. You are very intuitive and you seem to detect almost what is happening under the surface. And it's a remarkable thing. It makes you feel confident that you're with somebody who knows way more about the situation than you do.
Well, what I've learned over the years, Laura, I have been a perpetual student. I've done 13 years of college in different fields. So yeah, I've had hundreds and hundreds of hours of anatomy. But what I've learned is that the more I know, the more I don't know. So I just pretty much feel like an idiot and just let my body follow what is going on in the other person, because every time I find something, that's something new. I can't stop learning. And like I said, the more I know I don't know. And I love to learn, and my body will follow where I need to go. And of course, you have to know what you're doing. You have to be licensed and everything. But I always tell all my patients, my job is to get rid of my job. I don't want to say to someone, that'll take 6 or 7 sessions. I don't know. Everyone has a different healing time frame, and some things can be done quickly and some things might take some time. But essentially, my job is to get rid of my job. And then you come back for like the car tune-up, you need, a 50,000-mile tune-up or whatever. But the ultimate goal is for you to go out and to go get life and go live life fullest and to be pain-free. And so yes. I always say it's a drug-free solution to a pain-free life.
Yes, it's on your business cards. And I just love reading that because it is drug-free. You're not ever recommending drugs when you're doing these things. You sometimes will recommend maybe a different way of perhaps doing something throughout your day that you might be doing habitually or something. And then again, you also have all this knowledge with anatomy and everything. And so you do understand that maybe the thing it appears to be on the outside is not necessarily what's going on the inside. So you have all that and you're credentialed for that. And there's a sense of confidence and safety when having a session with you. Also, like I said, it's not massage per se, but after I have a session with you, I feel like I've just had the best massage of my life. It is just an incredibly relaxing, tension releasing process when you're on your bed. And again, when I opened up the show today, I was talking about your new space in South Bend. Mm-hmm. This is such a beautiful, going there, walking through the door, I feel like you've got two different massage rooms or rooms of therapy rooms. And one of them you call the beach room and one of them you call, is it the garden room or the jungle room or something?
Yeah.
And they're so beautiful and it smells lovely. And there's beautiful sounds on whatever, the little speaker that are helping you to relax and rejuvenate. And it's just, oh my goodness, from start to finish, you just really get the change of pace and energy that your body is looking for, that your spirit is even looking for. Again, I know you're a very spiritual person. Getting to know you over these past several months, you infuse your love of God and your reverence for life and trust and faith in spiritual living. You infuse that in your work, even though it's very credentialed and very experienced with just biology and the rest of it. Mm-hmm. You can feel and sense the just the beautiful faith you incorporate into your work, and it comes out that you feel better. My mother, she's 88, so she's obviously, there's a lot of things she could be feeling, but from the first time she met you and had a session, she said that's different from anything I've ever done before. And you truly have such a gift. So the new space is in South Bend, easy to get to. It's on the corner of Ironwood and Cleveland Road in South Bend. And you've got 3,000 square feet of space that not only has these gorgeous therapy rooms where you lie on the table and get the beautiful work that you do. You also have a salt cave called a salt vault. And I love that. Oh, I love, the pink Himalayan sea salt has been proven to have so many medicinal and just energetic healing properties to it, right?
Well, I don't go there. I say it's good for your respiratory system and scientifically. And you know what? It's good for the parasympathetic nervous system. So it helps to calm down. You go in there and you sit and it's calm and it's cool and you dig your feet deep into that salt and it just feels amazing. And most people go in and they sleep in there. I've got benches and cushions. It's just, you go in and you do you, so it's just a great treat to be able to go in and enjoy before or after a session. So, yeah.
Right. So you offer this. What are your hours at the new space? Because I know you still have one day that you work in Michigan. And for our listeners in Michigan, you might tell us where that is and what day you're there. And then the other day, I know you're pretty booked up there. So probably South Bend is going to be the easier, more viable option to getting a session with you, correct?
Yes. So in Michigan, I do work in Schoolcraft still. I work at the Wellness Center in Schoolcraft, and I work there on Mondays, but I am booked all the way through till January 27.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's hard to get into, but down here I do have, I go by appointment only, and it's Tuesday through Friday by appointment only. And I do have space still available down here, but you can look me up at Massage Book, Weston Holistic, and you can find my address there in South Bend, and you can call the number to book an appointment.
Yes.
And we can go from there. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you Google Weston Holistic, and that's WESTON, Weston Holistic, when you Google that, massagebook.com jumps up and Weston Holistic will be at the top there. And again, the new address of the new space in South Bend and the phone number to call to get your appointment. Let me tell you something. The last time I went, don't tell my mother, but I got gift cards for people because I thought, what a wonderful gift. Mother's Day is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I don't think she's listening right now. And if she is, Mom, close your ears. But you're getting another session with Dr. Sloan. My mother is such a fan, and she is going to be so pleased for this. But this is really, truly a gift of wellness. It's, again, there's a feeling that you've gotten a great massage, but there's so many more layers to it. It's like the gift of wellness. And I can tell you, I know you are very reasonably priced, having gotten massages like for my entire life. You are so reasonably priced. It's really a gift that you should either get for yourself or get for people you love, because they'll thank you for it again and again.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, for sure. Now, with all your spare time that you have healing people and helping people and guiding people and in a drug-free solution to a pain-free life that you do at Weston Holistic, you've been a children's book writer for many years.
Yes.
And you have these very beautiful, interesting, heartfelt books for kids, but I think they're just as much geared towards the adult as they are for the child, because they make you think and they help you to feel. And you have a brand new one that I absolutely adore that's written in poetic form, and it's called A Snail Named Grace.
Yes.
A Tale of the Heart. And I absolutely love this little gorgeous book. I love all your books, but this is your brand new one, and it just dropped, right? You just published this.
Yes, it just came out about a month ago, and I will actually be reading this one in person. It's for its launch, and that will be at Fables Books in Goshen, which is 215 South Main Street in Goshen. And it's for the Indie Bookstore Day. So that's on Saturday, April 25th at 10 a.m. So I'm excited to be there. And the illustrator will be there as well. His name is Jared. And Jared Langham this is the second book that he's done with me in illustrating. He's done a wonderful job, and I really appreciate his work. So he will be there to sign the book as well. So it's nice to get the author and the illustrator signature there.
Oh, it is. And going into Fables Books on Main Street in Goshen is really also a gift to yourself and your children, anyone in your family. It is old-time bookstore. Mm-hmm. At just the best. It's so wonderful. And it brings me joy every time I either look in the windows or go in there and look through the books. It is just one of those beautiful legacy, businesses that you want to see there 100 years from now. And I hope it is. And I'm sure it will be, because whoever the wonderful people running it, they just have the right recipe. So they bring in authors, and they do that often. And it's so wonderful. What a wonderful way to, go out on a Saturday morning with your kids, before you get started on all your errands. 10 o'clock, you're going to read the book aloud.
Yes. So I will be there, and there's another author that will be there as well, reading her book. They're featuring two of us for the indie author, the bookstore day. And Fables Books is also carrying all of my books. So that's also nice to know. So you can buy them there in person. And Yeah,
and have you sign all of them. Right.
But they can also be purchased on, Amazon and Barnes and Noble and Target and Walmart.
Yes, all of Dr. Sloan's books. So that's Dr. Sloan, Sloan. Dr. Sloan is the author. And let me just give you a little snippet of what some of these beautiful books are. There's a 3-part series that are ABC books. And you say it's for older youth and adults. That's interesting. Pourquoi? How is it that you write an alphabet book, but gear it towards the older child or an adult?
Well, the whole premise of that series, when I was writing that, I had heard some troubling news that the older children, 3rd and 4th grade, we're not able to put the alphabet in order. And I just felt like it's our job to, I mean, my job as a mother, but my job as a human in society is to also help children and help other people and their families, and to kind of gather up information to help along with any process that you can. And so I just thought, no matter what your story is, God's going to use it, no matter how far reaching it will become. I wanted to use the main character is Creator. And Creator creates all the animals in the world, and there's no mistake. And it's just a beautiful illustration. But part of it is the fun part, a giraffe book. It's how giraffe was made. So there's little things that happen that make giraffe's neck grow. And Porcupine Book is the next series. So it goes from A to G, and then it goes from H to Q, and then it goes from R to Z. And then it combines the 3 books in one, which is Giraffe Book, Porcupine Book, and Yak Book. And it's just a beautiful series of all the things that happen in nature when Creator is making all of the animals.
Oh, I love that. Just beautiful. So there's just so much meaning and purpose and love behind all of your books, as there is with A Snail Named Grace, which is your latest one that you're going to be reading at Fables Books this coming Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning. So that's good. There's also a very cute one, and it's actually got a lot of your books have teaching moments in them, and heartfelt, different thematics. And Peter and the Peanut Butter Save. That's one. That's one of them. Marvin Pelican on friendship. And why is God returning my mail? Now if that doesn't make you want to run in and get these books. And then, of course, the latest, A Snail Named Grace. So you'll be able to not only buy these books for your children, books with a conscience, books with meaning and purpose and love behind them, but you'll be able to meet Dr. Sloan, the author, and maybe even kind of get your kids to see, look, you could do this one day too. You can write your own books.
Absolutely.
And it's a beautiful thing. But I love that, like I said, everything that you do, whether it's your healing practice, your holistic body work, or your writing for children and adults, everything you do, Dr. Sloan, is infused with love. And that's the difference. And that's what makes a difference in this world. And so grateful to you for that. We have about 2 minutes left. So anything else you would like us to know about, or remember, and we'll give your coordinates again for your new space in South Bend.
Yeah, I wanted to add when we go back to the Weston Holistic, how you said it was like a massage, and it is like a massage. I don't want people to think they're not going into, if they want to just come in for a regular session, a regular massage. I do that, but it's just so much more, because I'm not going to I can't run over an area that I feel like, oh, I could stop here and fix this, and continue it. Sometimes people come in just for cranial sacral work, and I'll work on their head, but I can't not touch their feet and let them know that the whole body is connected. And so that's why it'll feel like a total massage by the time you're done, because I can't ignore the body as a whole. It is a holistic experience.
No, you don't ignore the body at all. And you're on one side and then you're on your other side. And it's just so thorough and it's so beautiful. And because you've got 2 incredible, beautiful rooms, the beach room and the garden room, you even said to me when I went in, you said, hey, if you want to lay here and sleep for a little bit, go ahead. And I almost took you up on it. But you know what? I felt so good after. I felt like I wanted to sleep during it because I was so relaxed. But at the end of it, I was so energized. I didn't end up taking you up on the offer to sleep in there. So it's just an incredible experience. I want everyone to know that you have moved and they can find you, and that even if they were previously with you in Napanee, that, trust me, it is worth the drive to South Bend. where her new office is on the corner of Cleveland Road and Ironwood. And it's the building right there on the corner, and you can't miss it. And it's 3,000 square feet of space of complete beauty, serenity, spa-like, and also even a salt room. So much going on there, and so much peace and a feeling of health and wellness. So Dr. Sloan, we thank you. I know that your full name is Dr. Sloan Samulski, in case you're wondering. Dr. Sloan is just a little easier for all of us. And you can meet Dr. Sloan again this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. at Fables Books on Main Street in Goshen. And you'll hear her read her latest beautiful book in poetry form, A Snail Named Grace, A Tale of the Heart. Dr. Sloan, thank you for all you do. Thank you for gracing us with your presence and your love and your just incredible healing modality and your beautiful books as well. We need a whole hour for you. A half an hour is not enough.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you for being such a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you all for listening to The Way Home this week, and to my wonderful guests. And may you all have a wonderful week that is safe, that's happy, healthy, and full of lots of miracles as well. I'm Laura Smith. See you next time from The Way Home.
Podcasts by Federated Media.